guys, this is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and I thought that I would finally jump in and talk to you guys about my little beating heart diagnosis. Kind of where we left off, the doctors tentatively thought that it was SVT, which is supraventricular tachycardia, but after the review of my Holter monitor, they were able to kind of see what was really going on, and they said when I feel like my heart is racing sometimes, you know, heading towards that skipping feeling I feel, or feeling I feel, that's called sinus tachycardia. So there's a part of the heart called sinoatrial node, and that's kind of in charge of keeping the rhythm of the heart. And so when that rhythm kind of goes out of whack, that's called sinus tachycardia. And then that skipping feeling I have is actually called a PVC. It's premature ventricular contraction, also known as atrial premature contraction. So it's an extra beat. And the reason I'm kind of putting this video out there is because I know that there are other people that have health issues, heart issues, and hey, maybe you're one of these people that has something very similar to my, you know, little heart thingy, and maybe this is something that you could talk to your cardiologist or doctor about. So a PVC, what that is, you know, you have your left ventricle, your right ventricle. There's one ventricle that's pumping the blood out, one is receiving blood from the mitral valve, which is coming in from the lungs, and when that extra beat occurs, it throws off that rhythm. So when the mitral valve is ready to throw the blood into one of the ventricle closes because obviously the rhythm is off now. So then this closes because it can't dump blood all over the place, and so then it backs back up into the lungs, not inside my lungs, but and that causes pressure. So that's why I feel like I'm out of breath and I can't catch my breath, and then all of a sudden I cough because of that backup of blood. There's a very, very minuscule amount that actually goes into my lungs, and that irritates the walls of the lungs, causing me to cough. They said by no means is any of that dangerous. There are some people that experience tons of PVCs throughout the day. Some people only have a few. And they said, and when you have a lot of PVCs happening at once, where it's like it feels like it's skipping and skipping and skipping and it's not stopping, kind of like in my case, then your anxiety starts to rise. You start to hyperventilate, but I do try to practice my breathing. They said basically that's all there is. There isn't a cure for it. There isn't any medication you can take for it. They said basically I'm doing all the right things. I don't take in any caffeine. Like right now there's no chocolate, there's not even green tea, you know, because I don't drink coffee or energy drinks or any of that. That never went well with my stomach anyway, so it's not like I had to cut it out because I never did it. I exercise regularly. They said don't stop exercising because you got to keep this thing beating strong. You know, so I have a good diet. Right now I'm getting really good sleep. I exercise. There's no caffeine. And basically that's it. They said you can practice, you know, 5 minutes of deep breathing, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. You know, when an episode happens, it could stop the PVCs, it could not. But they said, you know, it's always worth a try just to kind of slow down the heartbeat. So that's it. That's my diagnosis. That's kind of what I have now. They said everybody has their triggers. Some people are triggered by caffeine. People could be triggered by stress. You know, I have a very stressful job as a teacher. You know, I obviously do lots of other things, but the reason I do all these other things is because they bring me joy, and they don't bring me stress. They actually bring my stress levels down. You know, and I said that, you know, I work on stress management. I meditate. You know, exercise is a good inflammation reducer. I do everything I can to really take care of my body because I only have one during this lifetime. So I try and take care of it. And yeah, so I just wrote a big long email to my administration, my union members, or, you know, union president, and people that represent me, just kind of letting them know what the diagnosis is. My union pres said, hey, you know, now that you have a health condition, we have to accommodate you. We need to find you something that doesn't bring you stress. He's like, I don't know, should we give you like a yoga mat and a candle in your classroom? He's like, I don't know what to do. So I haven't heard back from them, which makes me think right now everybody's going through like legal stuff right now, like what are we supposed to do for this teacher? And actually this is weird, but I feel really good about, I mean, not having a heart thing, obviously, but just like I feel deep in my gut that there is a reason for it. Like I said before, you know, I do have some, obviously, some shadow work to work through, and I'm working on that, and I know that that's beneficial for me. But I also know that this was put in place for a reason. You know, as I've said, there's been so much stress this year, and I've just been so ready to leave my job. And I'm like, you know, because, you know, Kittens, Weights, and Tarot is doing well, and that's something that I feel in my soul and down to my bones that it's what I meant to do. I meant to help people in, you know, by energetically, you know, and in counseling and things like that. And so this, I think, is somehow tied into it. I'm not sure yet, but I know that this is meant to happen, and it's all gonna work out for the best. And I'm not just trying to sugarcoat things. I really, 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 truly believe that. And I know it's difficult, you know, people that do have some very serious health conditions that try and think of like, why is this happening to me? And I don't have answers for you. All I can say is that everybody is on their own journey, and it is a journey, and sometimes it can be a twisty, windy, sometimes crappy journey. But I believe that there is something good that will come out of it. And so yeah, I just kind of want to throw that out there. So not to say, oh, everything happens for a reason, you know, people with the, you know, horrible health conditions. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I'm saying there's something in that. There's something in an illness. There's something in a disease. There's something in that, and I'm not sure what it is for everybody else, and I'm not even sure what it is for myself, but I just know it's going to lead me in the right direction. So anyway, if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave it down below. If you have PVCs as well, I would love to open a discussion with you guys. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, and that's it for me, and I just kind of wanted to pop in and talk to you guys about this. So if you like me doing these types of videos, kind of going more into my personal life, not because I just like talking about myself, but sometimes it's good to feel like you're not alone when there are other people out there that are going through something very similar. So I feel like if I put myself out there, I'm somehow inadvertently, indirectly helping somebody else. So if you dig that, go ahead and give this a thumbs up. So I know, don't forget to click subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to click that notification bell for more videos just like this. And yeah, I will catch you spiritual homies later. And oh, if you want to catch a reading with me, you can head over to my Etsy shop, Kittens, Weights, Tarot, or to my website, www.kittensweightsandtarot.com, and head over to the KWT tribe on patreon.com/Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, so that you can join the community that's helping to build my business, so that we can do more and create more for other people while giving you freebies in the process. So that's it for me, spiritual homies. I'll catch you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. And check out my shirt.